And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The masked host of Wake Up Barstool is... T-Ball, baby!
Oh my God.
What's going on, y'all? That's right. Nobody knew the entire time it was me under the duck mask. It's time to break down some World Baseball Classic as Team USA advances. Venezuela, Dominican Republic in an electric game. We got NCAA tournament blind resumes with Judge Jerry. Alexi Lalas going to be stopping by the show as well. Casey Jacobsen. It's going to be an excellent day here at Wake Up Barstool, and all starts now on FS1. What's happening, guys? Welcome in. Wake Up Barstool Thursday. T-Bob, PFT, Mark Titus, Jerry, Big T in studio today. Boys, how we feeling?
Pretty good.
Great.
Pretty good.
Feeling good.
Doing this.
Shout out.
Feeling good.
Thank you to the Italians. Thank you, Big Vinny. 0 for 12 going into last night.
That was mean. You didn't have to say that.
First ever player in WBC history to hit 3 home runs in a single game.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Dating back how far in WBC history would you say?
The entire thing.
Which goes back to?
The entire time. I mean,
To the start? All the way back to the start?
5 years?
I have no idea.
30 years?
22 years?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
A couple decades.
I sometimes like
And they
playing
played every
trivia.
year, right?
Look, the point is, Vinny entered at a low, the captain.
Yeah.
And then he had 3 espresso shots. He's kissing everybody's cheeks. Shout out to Pascatino, getting it done for the boys.
Pasquatch. Great nickname.
Great nickname.
And then, yeah, doing the shots of espresso after the game, being like, I'm all beamed up. Thank you, Vinny. Appreciate you, buddy.
So, we did this last week. We're going to do it again. Jared, do you have your shot sheet ready to go?
I got to go.
Okay, here we go, guys. This is Jersey Jerry, Sports Center anchor here on Wake Up Barstool. Going to take you through Italy, defeating Mexico 9-1. Take it away, Jared.
All right, now we're going to tune into the World Baseball Classic, Italy versus Mexico. Here we go. Top of the second inning, Vinny Pascatino, solo home run, backtrack wall, arrivederci.
Whoa, that's the biggest laugh I've ever seen.
Top of the fourth inning, John Birdie, solo home run. Here it is, 2-0 Italy, backtrack wall, arrivederci, another one. Now the top of the fifth, Nori, Burns, Caglione scores from third, 3-0 Italy. I don't know how to say 3 in Italian.
Today, I don't know, actually.
Oh, 3-0. Still top of the fifth inning here. We got Marcy, singles to right field. Italy leads 5-0. Pascatino again, backtrack wall, and arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
5-0 Italy. Oh, no, that was the sixth. I messed up. Now we're at the top of the seventh inning. It's a single, rounded third. It's an error, too, from Mexico. And he scores. He's safe at home. Yep. Bottom of the ninth. Nope. It's the top of the eighth, actually. Backtrack wall. Arrivederci again. Now we got bottom of the ninth. Rosarina grounds out to third to end the game. Italy and the United States advance. Mexico. See you later.
Wow.
Oh my God, dude. I've been
Incredible, Jerry.
I think I'm dying, but anytime I laugh over the next 2 weeks, I just start coughing. I can't control it, Jerry. That was... You came up with your own catchphrase.
Yeah.
That's good.
We challenged you. Backtrack. Backtrack wall.
Backtrack wall. Arrivederci.
Yeah.
I'm going to be saying that the rest of the tournament. Just sitting there watching at home. Oh, man.
That was great. Thank you to the beautiful, beautiful country of Italy. We appreciate you guys. Yeah. We needed that. We were talking about this yesterday. Big T and I were debating whether or not Italy and Mexico would try, because there was a scenario where if it was a low-scoring game, Mexico wins, both those countries advance.
Yep.
U.S. stays home, which might be better for their chances in the next round. You can make the argument that having the United States out of the tournament is good for those teams.
And they might have felt slighted. A lot of those guys, Americans who were passed over for the U.S. team, and so then they kind of had to go the Italy way. But no, the boys held it down.
Oh, you don't got to be born from Italy. You don't
No,
gotta be
if you
born
have
there.
like, if your
None of
name,
them will.
You could play,
If you
Jerry.
had a slice of pizza in your life, you could.
yeah,
Really?
if your name ends in a vowel, you get to play for
You're
Team
not even
Italy.
that. You don't even have to have a name.
Yeah.
Kyle Teal's on the team.
Yeah, Teal. Everybody always uses Teal.
Andrew
What?
Fisher.
Yeah.
Just
Really?
Yeah.
Do you guys like that?
no, hate it.
Yeah, I do. It makes it more exciting. I don't need real Italians.
You
who,
want
like,
every
aren't in the
team to
LB.
just be Americans?
No,
I want every team to be good.
I want real Italians. I want guys like smoking cigarettes in the
Yeah.
dugout,
Yeah,
riding their
right.
bicycles to the game. I want the whole deal. I think that it would be a lot more fun if it was people that were actually from that country. I'm curious to know what they're thinking in Italy. Like, does the country of Italy care about this?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or they do? Or are they like, hey, it's a bunch of Americans that are representing us?
Maybe they think of them as like prodigal sons.
If you're
a little
Italian,
bit.
if you're an Italian in Italy, let us know.
Yeah,
I
I
was
would actually.
looking-
That's actually a good question.
I was
don't know
looking
if
for
they do.
the shots of the bar in Italy after they beat
Yeah.
America, of the people just throwing their beers in the. I couldn't find anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just wasn't looking in the right places, but
Let's actually look this up. Like we might be able to find.
is there
something
one
here.
bar in Italy where, like, when they got the final out, that when Aaron Judge struck out, they're just like throwing their beer, their glasses of wine, I guess.
If you're
They're in the air
Italian and you're watching,
like the-
hashtag AskWub, you can weigh in.
Smoking it
and
down to the
Let
filter.
us know.
Yeah.
Oh, you played for U.S.
That was
no?
good.
Who?
Aaron Judge.
Yeah, when they beat us.
Oh,
When
dude,
Italy
I was
beat
gonna say Aaron
us.
Judge is playing for Mexico. What's going on?
No, he's playing for the United States.
Yeah. Well, he's from the United States, right?
Correct.
All right, got it.
Which makes
Italy's
sense.
soccer's not good, by the way.
Yeah, they haven't made the
They
World
still
Cup.
haven't even made the World Cup.
This would be what?
This might be a shift in culture for Italy.
They're just a baseball
becoming
country
a baseball
now.
country.
This
yeah.
is all they got. Well, let's hear from the captain then. Our guy, the Pasquatch. Here's Vinny P. after the game.
Vinny, congratulations. 3 espresso shots in. How you feeling?
I'm caffeinated. I'm beamed up right now, so yeah, we're in a good spot. That was unbelievable. You're welcome, USA. We were thinking of you guys over at your hotel. We were thinking of you guys, so I'm glad you guys could join us in the party.
See, look, he is
I'm glad
Italian.
I'm
He's
glad
saying
it's
y'all.
funny. I'm glad it's all a joke to everybody.
Okay, yeah, go T. Go.
No,
Mark
it's great.
DeRosa.
No, enjoy. I'm glad y'all are in Chuckletown while the U.S. is having one of the biggest failures in the history of our baseball program, and y'all are just laughing at Pasqua. That's great. It's great.
Is that why you didn't wear your U.S. baseball gear? Is it a silent repudiation of DeRosa?
No, well, it's conference tournament week, but
Okay.
I do hate Mark DeRosa.
Okay.
I mean, there's a reason he, got benched with the Atlanta Braves, had a middling career the rest of his,
But
and
but he's vindicated though. He said he kind of knew this was going to happen.
Right.
He knew the whole time.
right, we'd already advanced.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a done deal.
And now we enter a double elimination tournament where we got a little more wiggle room and we could
right, yeah. No, I heard
take
he's
some chances in this
I heard
knockout
he
round.
gets
Gets to
and
set up
maybe-
the rotation nicely
Yeah,
now,
set up
right?
the rotation. Maybe we lose in the first round. That's okay.
Yeah, I
Come
think
out
he's
of the
actually
losers
calling
bracket.
up Bryce Elder to start tomorrow to just get a nice, easy one in before the real games start.
So, Jerry, you'll like this. It was pretty funny yesterday. The Italians, they had an injury to their catcher. And so they were looking for somebody that could play catcher for them, that could fulfill the criteria. They ended up using their bullpen catcher, I believe, but they needed now a backup catcher. So they were just like looking around the United States like, hey, is there anybody here that has Italian heritage that can fit into, that can like pass all the background certifications to say, yes, you are officially Italian, that can come play with us. Yes.
Is this a real story?
Yeah. They were looking. We tried to get Max out there.
Oh, that was.
You know what would
that
have
was
been
really
awesome?
sick.
Their manager was a major league catcher who can't be older than 40, 41.
Yeah.
How old is Francisco Cervelli?
It's time for a player coach. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's 40 years old.
Why couldn't he do that?
I don't know, but it was it is kind of weird that we're not going to remember Mark DeRosa not understanding the rules as much as we should. It'll be a footnote
I'll
in
remember.
history.
It's a big
I'll
time.
remember.
He dodged a legacy bullet.
Yes, big time.
T, should the U? Because I was a little surprised by this because Dominican Republic's been dominant. By the way, if you didn't watch the DR Venezuela game, I'm not going to say I watched the game, but I watched like the 20-minute highlight package. That crowd was unbelievable, dude. The amount of bat flips. I mean, a walk, a single, it didn't matter. That bat was gone. Anyway, where I'm going with this is DR's been dominant, especially at the plate. They're number one in everything.
Lineup's scary.
Terrifying. U.S. hasn't really hit that well, given up a ton of home runs, but still the betting favorite. Should they be?
No. The Dominicans' pitching isn't incredible. Obviously, Japan's still there. Yeah, but their lineup is just terrifying, and they want it. Our team does not want it like these guys.
They want to be here. They want
Yes,
to win.
like-
we're ready. Our guys are ready to get back to spring.
100%. Now, the way the bracket sets up, if we can beat Canada, which, given our managerial problems, is going to be a tall task, it does set up for Paul Skeens to face, I believe it should be the Dominican Republic
let's
in
go,
the semifinals
dude. That is
in
good
Miami,
stuff.
That'd be a great
which would be
game.
incredible.
Oh, my God.
Now, I'm a little bit concerned about Canada, though.
They're a good team.
This is their equivalent of us beating them in hockey.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
And it's
if they
coming
can
right
take
on
us
the
down
heels.
in baseball, that would go a long way in that country. So I'm a little bit scared. My good friend Oldie, I think, is going to be very, very heavily invested in this game. I'm worried about the Canadians. After that, I feel like the Dominican Republic, it's just their year. Like just watching that dude mash.
Bro, I mean,
Like
the
that's
entire I mean, and then the crowd in Miami, the home run trots are out of control. Just the it's like you watch that and you're like, man, that's how sports should be played. Like it's just pure passion, pure fun. Everybody's celebrating all over the place on each other's faces. It's
Aaron
was
Judge
great.
being disappointed by the result of a big tournament. Like this all feels like it's set up. At least we have Aaron Judge to blame though, which I'm glad he's on the roster. We can always just be like, this guy, not clutch.
It was fun. It is fun to cheer for Aaron Judge though.
Are we worried that Aaron Judge could be our Connor McDavid?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like Aaron Judge is a great player, but even like diehard Yankees fans will be like, not one of the all-timers, not until he gets that ring.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Judge, Bryce Harper, both great players, both guys that have famously not really won anything.
And both, obviously had their moment and it slipped by. But that was group stage, dude. I'm sticking with you, Aaron. It's been fun to actually cheer for you. You're just a monster. I hope you come through in these next rounds. What about Samurai Japan? Which also, how do they get named Samurai Japan?
It's a great name.
That's sick. Like, that's super intimidating. And they're kind of fascinating because they have just as much passion as a team like DR, but you see the cultural difference because it couldn't be more like buttoned up and like you saw Shohei adjusting, I can't remember his name, but adjusting the guy's swing in the dugout, like little minute difference, and then he hits a grand slam.
They gave a standing ovation to the electrician.
Yes.
The pitcher for Czechia, Jerry's favorite team. And he shut him out in like 5 innings, and they gave him a standing ovation. They just love good ball over there. I can respect that.
There was a moment where Shohei kind of stared down a pitcher in this tournament. Threw inside on him twice. And Shohei, you never really see that from the guy. I would love to see Shohei charge the mound. Like imagine him, because I'm sure that's a guy that he does not snap, but when he snaps, he'll just beat up everybody.
Well, let me ask you this, PFT. Shohei the batter charges Shohei the pitcher. Who wins the fight?
Shohei the batter does, because Shohei the pitcher, he just apologized the entire time because he didn't mean to hit him.
Okay.
He's like, I'm very sorry. And whatever you do to me, I will bear that burden. That's the honorable thing to do, and he'll just take it like a man.
Shout out to the World Baseball Classic, man. It's been awesome, and it's continuing on Fox. Coming up next, we once again head to PFT's tiny little kids that he keeps in that barn for questions from a third grader. See what they have in store for us this week. Again, hashtag AskWub on Twitter. We'll get to those at the end of the show. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. We do it every single week, guys. PFT, look, he's a very successful man at this point in his life.
Thank you.
And in order to give back, he has taken in a stable of children who have nowhere else to go. He keeps them well fed and taken care of in a barn, air conditioned, it's insulated. But they love sports. Like he's raising the next generation to love what he loves, sports. So every single week they write us questions. Let's see what they have for us this week.
You got some good questions.
Questions from a third grader.
Let's see what we got here. From the kids.
From the kids. 8-year-olds. Yeah, 8-year-olds.
No, from
8-year-olds.
Justin from Toronto. What is one trade you wish you would have avoided at the last minute? So I guess it's like in reference to the Maxx Crosby. Is there a trade in sports or just anything in your life, whatever the case may be? Any trade that you wish that
I mean, this is like maybe not the best like sports because it's like so like specific to Saints fandom, but yeah, I mean, we gave up 2 firsts for Marcus Davenport. That was insane, and it drove me crazy, and it makes me never want to trade a first-round pick away ever again.
But as a Saints fan, I feel like you have the good luck side of that coin too, because the Dolphins, they were going to get Drew Brees, right? But then they failed Drew Brees on the physical.
Yeah.
Bank you're in your favor in New Orleans.
Yeah, it's like the biggest butterfly moment. In fact, I mean, who knows? Like, would Nick Saban have ended up staying at Miami? Like, would they have been good with Brees and he stays there? The Alabama dynasty never happens. It's one of the great butterfly effect moments in football history.
I wish that...
That's a fair perspective. I should give thanks for voided trade. That's true.
I wish that the Padres had voided Juan Soto in his contract at the last minute, and he went back to DC. We got a good haul for that, but like saying goodbye to a guy like Juan Soto, I sympathize with what Raiders fans thought they were going through a couple days ago. A guy that's been like awesome for your team, and like seeing a good young player like that ride off into the sunset, that's always tough to do. So I would probably say, keeping Soto in DC. You guys have any?
Mine's not really that interesting. We traded up for Devin Bush, linebacker from Michigan.
Yeah.
He was horrible for us.
Okay.
It's always trading up for a pick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the worst.
Yeah, it was bad.
It puts too much pressure on the player, too, because then they have to justify that price tag.
Yeah.
I've got 2. Y'all tell me which one is worse. So the Braves traded William Contreras, who looks like he's going to be a perennial all-star for the next decade, for Sean Murphy, who's been hurt a lot. He's a fine player, but not as good as Contreras. That's one. The other is the Falcons traded up and got rid of another first-round pick to draft a guy who got arrested and is never going to play for them again after having one of the best rookie seasons of all time. And it turns out he's like a serial not good guy.
Bad guy.
Serial not good guy.
Would you say that trade's worse, or when you traded up and then use those picks to take Michael Penix after you just gave Kirk Cousins a big contract?
Well, you could do that as well. They didn't trade up for that.
Oh, I thought you did.
Trade it up.
I don't think so.
Oh, I could be wrong. Okay, fair enough.
Kevin Garnett traded to the Celtics. I would have avoided that because they won 1 championship, turned it into a dynasty. Now Paul Pierce is just somehow has the confidence to just say the most outlandish stuff in the world. Kevin Garnett, same thing. I would have nipped the 1 year, 1 championship Celtics dynasty in the bud and said no. Let's just stop that from happening.
It is funny how we look back on that and it's like all-time great. Paul Pierce, say whatever you want, get away with whatever you want.
Doc Rivers would have never gotten a coaching job again, probably. But he continues to get coaching jobs because he won 1 championship 20 years ago.
That is a great point. That's a great sliding doors moment. What if the Yankees had voided the Babe Ruth trade? You could have voided that trade, right? Like, you get Babe Ruth in a doctor's office, you can come back with a list of things that's wrong.
Well, but at that point in society, is he the most healthy and hale man on the planet?
Right.
Like, they hear that he's eating, like, 3 porterhouses and drinking a bottle of brandy a day. They're like, I mean, guys, this is a tank. This is what we need. This is a premier athlete.
I'm down to just a pack a day, Doc. All right. Well, you're healthy as a horse, babe. Get out there. All right.
What do we got next?
Who would win an international World Cup of video gaming?
Who wrote this?
This is from Kyler from Scottsdale.
Oh.
So Kyler wants to know.
Shout out, Kyler.
Jerry, this is probably a good question for you. So, like, if we're doing the World Baseball Classic, but for video games.
Shout out to Bush.
The international tournament of video gaming. I was thinking about that. I don't know who the all-time GOATs are, so...
Saudis are really good right now.
And now, are we talking just... Because this is the thing about video games is each game is really its own sport. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like at the beginning of this, there used to be the general gaming competitions, but now like CS is its own thing.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is its own thing. League of Legends is its own thing. So you're saying the Saudis are the best in league?
Saudis
in
are
Call of
really
Duty?
good. I'm at war right now with the Saudis, actually.
Really?
Oh, wow.
That's not where you want to be.
Wait, so we're at war with Iran and you're at war with the Saudis?
Get in line, Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming at... So little backstory here. We went to that tournament in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I was talking crazy to some Saudis face to face. They choked against us.
Oh, I remember that.
So
That was those highlights. Yeah.
I hit him with that. And then we played another round in the grand finals against Saudis, and they crushed us. They crushed us pretty bad. And they were just threatening us afterwards. Like they were to Mook, Mook, obviously.
Yeah.
They said they want his tongue.
Oh my God. They want to take his
They wanted to take
That
his
sounds
tongue.
kind of hot. Yeah.
So right now, the Bush is at war with the Saudis.
Well, don't go into any Turkish embassies.
Bush at war with the South.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has that ever happened before? Actually, no. That's a 180-degree turn from what history has taught us.
Right.
Yeah, they were
Usually
they
you
were
have a
kind of-
very,
they were in lockstep,
very
right?
close relationship.
Yeah, Saudis definitely don't like the Bush.
Yeah.
I'd say. But they're good players.
I think Korea is the answer to
I think
this.
Korea would win the international.
Korea dominated StarCraft back in the day. That was the first major esport where you could get like paid professionally. They dominate League of Legends.
Yeah, League of
Faker's
Legends,
the Michael Jordan of League. He's still doing it. Got to be Korea.
Is America top 10?
Yeah, for sure.
We have.
Yeah,
we're not number one.
Call of Duty at least.
Call of
I don't
Duty
know
would
about
be.
the other stuff.
Who's the all-time GOAT
In what?
video game? Billy Mitchell? You know Billy Mitchell? King of Kong?
Billy
Baseball
Mitchell,
quarters?
I love King of Kong.
Yeah.
I love his hot. Like I used to really. I think Billy Mitchell's kind of one of those perennial, maybe serial, not so great guys. Not maybe to the extent of that. Maybe not like criminally, but like
I celebrate the art, not the artist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
so what he's done between the lines on the field
fair.
is incredible stuff.
first man to achieve the perfect Pac-Man score. Fatality was an early Unreal Tournament gamer that was massive back in the day. I mean, Faker. To me, it's Faker, the league player. Hey, how do you feel about Bush versus the Saudis, Big T?
You know,
Or who do you support?
I don't think we want to.
All right, next question. This comes from Paulie in Bakersfield.
Jerry, what is the meaning of life?
What a
I think Paulie just wanted to know from you what your philosophical thoughts, Jerry. What's the meaning of life?
the meaning of life? Or
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer this. I think reproduction, having kids, is a big part of it, right?
It feels good. Yeah, it's great.
Raising kids, happy family, house, getting up for work every day and, doing your job to the best of your ability.
Like that.
I would say, and appreciate the little things in life.
Okay.
The little things,
Yeah.
and have manners too. Good manners.
Manners.
A guy once told me this one time, smart guy. Please, thank you, you're welcome, will take you really far in life.
Wow.
Damn.
So that's
Well said.
deep. Yeah. I like that, Jerry.
Did you tell?
All the kids out there.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Did you tell it to the Saudis?
No. I'm done with that.
Be careful, Jerry.
Yeah.
Careful now.
They might not be done with you.
I heard of it. This is really dumb. Because I'm sure this is obvious and everybody's thought about this, but I saw a video the other day that did stick with me, where it's basically like, okay, let's say we have our 80, 100 years on Earth or whatever, right? Like the people that are on Earth right now, that's our crew.
Yeah.
Like those are our boys. Like that's who we're riding with.
Yeah.
Like it or not, that's all we got.
Yeah.
Teammates.
So yeah, we're teammates.
That's why I keep hoping for an alien invasion. Like
We need a locker room.
We're sick of hitting each other. We
Yeah.
want to hit somebody else.
That's true.
It's been a long training camp, right?
We've been in camp forever.
Yeah, we want to take it out.
It's time to get to the regular season.
Anybody, anytime, anywhere.
But yeah, so treat others, treat them well, man. That's all we got.
I like
We're all
that
we
too,
got.
Rob. I like that. And Jerry, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
Manners, please, thank you, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Go to
House.
work hard, house, and have sex.
Have sex.
Well, not
Unprotected sex.
Have unprotected
well
sex
because for reproduction.
for reproduction.
Yeah.
You gotta get the
Finish.
kids out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside.
Respect.
Yeah, there you go, T-Bob.
Respect.
All right. Jerry's working off of 1 hour of sleep, so we're going to continue to make him carry the show as March Madness is here, and we're going to do a little Judge Jerry.
I'm pumped for this.
We got some NCAA blind resume. Jerry's going to tell you who should be in, who should be out.
Jerry's a ball
Before
watcher.
we get Barstool next.
Ball knower.
Yeah.
All rise. Now proceeding, the Honorable Judge Jerry.
We clap. Respect.
Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay.
Hear ye.
Please be seated. Please be seated.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, excellent. Did I lose sound?
Jerry, does a robe make you walk differently? What was that walk you just did?
Waddle them.
You got a robe walk?
I got a robe walk.
All right, guys, welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. I just realized my headset's on that. Okay, okay. Here we go.
Nightmare.
Then we're back. All right. Judge Jerry, it's time. NCAA, the bubble teams. Okay, who's in, who's out. We are using our most judicious college basketball mind that we have, Jersey Jerry, to let you know. So how this works is we have. Judge Jerry. Sorry, Your Honor.
No, you're good.
We have 5 groupings of 3 teams, only 8 spots available. Here's the first grouping, Your Honor. What do you think about this?
Oh, I like the blind resumes.
So right off the bat, I'm gonna ask for Titus's help here.
Yes, Bailiff Titus.
Yeah, what do you need?
Skip bailiff.
I need to know what net is and KP1.
They're just rankings.
Okay. And then what's
I don't know how else to explain it. Q1 means the games against the best teams.
Yeah.
Oh, games against the best teams.
Net and KP1 are just formulas.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just rankings.
Okay, so right off the bat here, number 1 is done.
Yeah, get him out of here.
They're out of here. Get out of here.
Wait, do I have a telestrator?
They can't beat a good team. They're 4-12. Mm-hmm. And then number 3. Yeah, number 3's not it either.
Okay, get him out of here.
Oh, this is their best wins.
Best ones.
Oh, but then look, you got to look at this too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These teams are better than these.
Those are good teams. Those are good.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I
Good ones
apologize.
at the top. Yeah.
Oh man.
But a lot of losses, Jerry.
I know.
A lot of losses.
Mark, do you know who all 3 of these teams are?
I know who number 1 is for sure.
Yeah, I know who number 1 is.
I think I know who number 2 is.
2 is easy.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go with number 3 here. I think.
Okay.
I think 3 deserves a spot here.
Okay, 3 emerges as our first selection on the bubble from Judge Jerry. Mm-hmm. SMU. Okay, dude.
How about
Damn,
that?
are those the Billikens?
Yeah.
Billikens
Is that a good pick or no?
No, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, it looks good to me.
Okay.
All right, next grouping. Titus, what do you think?
Billikens will be in.
Okay.
Billikens.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go. Ooh, look at these wins here. They beat Florida. Florida's a good team. Mm-hmm. KP 151.
That's KPI, Jerry.
KPI. Okay. Looks like
KPI.
KPI.
Yep.
59.
1 and 5. Big T, do you know all 3 of these teams?
I know number 1.
Oh man.
South Florida and Virginia Tech. I can't see 3. I've got a camera in my way.
Actually, T looks the most like a courtroom television bailiff.
So Titus,
for sure.
could you help me out here?
Yeah, I'll help you out.
And so is 1, 2, and 3 from the same division?
Yeah, they're all Division 1. You mean like the same conference?
Conference, yeah.
Different conferences, right?
Yeah,
Oh, they're all mixed.
They're all mixed, yeah.
We need a tight shot of Jerry's face.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If we get some-
I mean, good for Vanderbilt
What matters
appearing on
most
all these
to
best
Jerry?
wins.
Like,
I mean,
good wins or not having bad losses.
I think the good wins matter a lot to me
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
But record also does matter.
Okay.
Virginia Tech.
we gotta make a choice here, Judge.
I'm gonna go.
6 Q1 wins for the number 3. That's a lot.
I mean,
But
look
there
at
also
number
are-
1 though, dude.
Both.
5 and
Okay,
6.
so
Five and
hold on,
four.
take a time out.
Yeah.
Nobody told me what Q1 is.
Q1
Oh, yeah.
is
That's the
games
be-
against
yeah.
the best teams.
Yes.
All the good. Throw out all the games against the bad teams. That's the record against the good teams.
Q1
someone
like
did
first
tell you
T-Bop.
T-Bop. I'm talking to Titus right
My
now.
bad. I apologize. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
who do you
Q1
like?
is record against the good teams.
Against the good teams.
Okay, but and these are just the best wins.
Those are the best.
Oh, okay. I'm going with number 3 here again.
Number 3. All right.
Number 3. Yep.
Number 3, all right.
1 Missouri. Yeah.
Oh, long
Man.
day.
Texas, dude. Ugh.
I should have went VCU, shouldn't I have?
Get him out of
I
here.
would say probably, yeah.
All right.
Mark, what do you think?
I would have gone VCU.
I like VCU to be in, but I think Missouri's going to be in too. Texas is interesting. They've been losing like crazy.
They lost yesterday, right?
Yeah. They've been losing like crazy.
Mizzou's Q1 is pretty good, huh?
Pretty good Q1.
Yeah.
And again,
Missouri beats Kentucky today. They're 100% in.
Okay.
Yeah.
this
All right,
has
next
been a great segment for Vandy. Vandy's showing up all over the best wins category.
Yeah.
Well,
That is-
I wonder why that is.
That's
I wonder
huge.
who made the graphics. We got a Vandy guy back there making graphics.
Oh, okay. Connor's not a Vandy.
That's an excellent use of soft power.
3 and 11.
It's like just subtle little Vandy propaganda.
Okay, this one's easy. This one's easy for me. I'm going with number 1 here. This is an easy one.
Quick rule.
Yeah, because look, they have 4 Q1 wins. They beat Kansas and Tech. They're 21-10. The KP1 is at 28.
Yeah, KB1's great.
Yeah, so I'm going with number 1. This is easy.
That's easy. No question. Honestly.
Any guess who that is,
Who
Big T?
number 1?
I mean, it's obviously a Big 12 team. Who's on the bubble in the Big 12?
TCU, did they beat Kansas and Texas Tech?
They beat Texas Tech, right, recently?
Let's take a look.
All right, reveal. Oh, UCF, dude.
People forget about. I forget about UCF.
They're a good team.
I forget about UCF.
Titus, good or
all
no?
the time.
Yeah, well, don't forget about
like UCF?
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Okay.
With this group, that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
Cincinnati's going to
I
be
thought
out.
Gus Malzahn at UCF was going to be awesome.
New Mexico's on the... Yeah.
Sorry, Your Honor.
5 more spots?
Yeah, keep going.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
This is good court music,
Wow,
by the way.
this
Jordan,
sticking
great job.
out to me a little bit here. Oh man, the Q1's bad though.
I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more Purdue on here.
Oh my gosh.
For best, they've got a
You
lot.
gotta go number 3. Number 3 hasn't lost a game
against bad teams.
Number 3 hasn't
three
lost
hasn't
a
lost a game.
They haven't
Number
lost a
three
game
has
all
not
year.
Yeah.
31-0.
Yeah.
You gotta have them in the tournament.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah, 3.
See, guys,
But wait,
It's
Jerry.
that simple.
Hey, I'm just gonna, in the spirit of just the law and justice being blind, I feel like there should be an advocate for the other teams that would point out, hey, Jerry, look at their Q1 result there. They haven't played any games against.
Played no good team.
It don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because they haven't lost yet.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So I give them the chance to, hey, you can get in. We'll see what happens
Also-
when you play a Q1 team.
Your Honor, should Team 2... How do we feel about Team 2?
They got 12.
Not over
They got 12 of those losses.
No, not over Team 3, but we have a couple extra spots available. Is anybody else getting in from here?
I'll put all 3 in if you want.
No, I don't want. Okay, no way. I don't
Terry's
want.
a
I
great
don't like.
judge.
Who's Team
No.
1? What is Team 1? Team 1 doesn't look good.
No, I don't like Team 1. Team 1's done. They're not good.
So Team 2 and 3.
Yeah, I'll put in 2 and 3. Yeah.
Jerry's like that judge with a heart that, you know.
Oh, I love that guy.
You go in and you're like, Your Honor, I've got a speeding ticket from taking my father to his doctor's appointment. He's very sick, Your Honor, and the judge is like, dismissed. And also, here's $2,000.
I believe he passed away. Shout out Judge Caprio. Rest in peace.
That's why his
Great man.
highlights were going viral again.
I like that we got judges with highlights. Like, yo, this judge edit is hard.
Titus, who's Team 2? Oh wait, you
It's
probably
2.
know. You probably know. Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, guess.
Clemson, maybe?
I feel like Team 2's record.
Stanford.
Oh,
Wow.
Stanford, dude. Okay.
This is Indiana?
Indiana out.
Out.
They look bad yesterday.
Yeah, get him the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Miami will be in. I think
Add
Stanford
football.
is out. I think Stanford will be.
Titus, this is just you and I talking.
Yeah.
Miami, Ohio doesn't have to be in, right?
I think at this point they do, but yeah, I mean,
Like if a team played the 31 worst teams in America, right? 330 to 360 or whatever it is, and they won all of them, because they went 31-0.
yeah.
Yes, they played.
Are you
better.
asking me, are they one of the best teams? If they lose in the MAC tournament, are they one of the best teams in the country?
Well, that's
Look at the at-large.
irrefutably no.
That's absolutely not.
So
but-
right. So that T-Bob wants to say that they won every game.
Your Honor,
But
Your Honor, I would like to.
but we have to put them in.
Exactly.
You know.
Your Honor,
But we don't.
All right, Big T, let T-Bob be.
Objection to the premise. Playing the 31 worst teams. I get it. The schedule's not that good, but they play.
No.
They it's terrible. That's fine.
They also won every game.
Your Honor, Your Honor,
They won every
Your
game.
Honor,
1 point.
Your Honor.
If the schedule was terrible, I would have no problem just absolutely putting them in.
The point is,
They have a lot of work to do to get to the terrible schedule.
the point is, they played their conference, which is other teams that are on equal footing, equal resources, and they went undefeated against their equals.
I got them in.
There we go.
At this point.
I got a point, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Eric.
Isn't there something to be said for the fact that they were able? It doesn't matter if they played a lot of bad teams.
It does matter, actually.
Well, okay.
That's where you're wrong.
In
It
my
does
point,
Put him in contempt.
Big T. In my point, you're right. It does matter. But isn't there something to be said for, even though you play a bad schedule, waking up every day, going about your business to the point where you're able to win consistently day in, day
There is
out?
something
no
to
matter
be said
what
for
happens.
that, absolutely. That does not guarantee you admission into the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
So if they lose to Akron, let's say by 13 points, right? 80 to 63, should they be in?
Put them both in.
Yeah.
80 to 67.
Yeah.
Yep, put them both in.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Ask me
They're
next
going to be
nutty.
in. It doesn't
It's
really
nuts.
matter. They
Yeah.
are going to be in.
They're going to be in.
Whether we think they will,
But if they
will be in.
So if they
Love
went
and honor.
30-1 and then lost to Akron, then they could be out? Is because that's what I heard everybody say.
Arguing about whether they should or not is irrelevant because they will be in.
The arguments just don't make any sense to me. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, well, they went undefeated, they have to be in now.
Right.
But if they had lost to Ohio in overtime and then lost that, then they could be out? That's nonsense.
Well, they didn't. Are we just trading in hypotheticals,
Yeah,
right?
they didn't lose.
Yeah, they didn't lose.
This
And
is
it comes
so
with
dumb.
added
I'm just
Every
telling
team
you,
in
I'm
the
telling
country-
you, put down the sword because it's over. They're
Every
in.
team
They're
in the
absolutely
country
in.
should never schedule a good game ever again. You should just play the worst teams you can possibly play.
Again, you are glossing over the point that they are playing their equals. They're not punching down.
Well, actually,
They may
punched
be
down.
bad too.
T-Bob, they punched out 3 times. They played 3 non-Division I teams.
Okay, but yeah, a couple cupcakes.
3 times they played teams that
Yeah,
have
but
won.
still, they beat everybody. They went undefeated in their conference. That's the point. Conference play.
Literally.
Basketball's about
they are
conference
the
play.
90th best team in America, according to Ken Pom. 90.
Well, let's not have the tournament. Let's just go to Ken Palm's spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And we'll say, okay,
Yeah.
Duke, congratulations. Back-to-back champions.
I would
Duke.
be fine with using a 31-game sample instead of a single elimination randomized tournament to decide.
Wow, unbelievable.
Wait.
Sounds like the European model. Sounds like European soccer. Sounds like you're advocating for.
Well, you know, some
how many do
countries
I have
over there,
left?
they're getting some. Well, if I speak, you know, I'm just glad they beat Eastern Michigan. You know, I'm really glad that gets them into the tournament.
All right.
Best wins, Vandy.
Oh, who would have guessed?
It's starting to occur to me that Vanderbilt's lost to a lot of really bad teams.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a good KP ranking there. 70.
No, yeah. 18 and 14 and 70 KPI? Or KP?
So this team would have to be in the ACC, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
did 2 and 3. I'm working on 1.
Man.
Number 3, interest. St. Mary's twice. That should give it away.
Man. I'm gonna go with number 2 here.
Yeah, this is kind of a weak
I'm gonna go with
group
number 2.
here. Not 3?
You've got, how many more spots does he have?
3 is Santa Clara. 2 is, I think, Virginia Tech.
Reveal. Oh, look at that, dude. Titus dialed.
Wow, Titus, that was good.
What'd you go with?
2.
went with 2.
Interesting.
Left out Santa Clara
Santa
despite
Clara's
the net
out.
and the KPI.
Yeah.
And Herb
Yeah.
Sendak, our guy.
Well, because they beat the same team twice. That was their best win.
Yeah, I mean,
Two
you're not
good
at that
wins are
point.
the same team.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
2 and 10 though. VT kind of snuck in there.
Yeah. Well,
So-
they got some good wins.
Yeah, I can't help but notice, Your Honor. I think you chose 6 teams. Mm-hmm. There's 8 spots available. Mark, is that a commentary on the bubble this year?
Bubble's really bad. The bubble's always bad. That's why it's the bubble.
Yeah.
But, this year it's really, really bad. A lot of teams are in position down the stretch to kind of solidify. My Buckeyes did it. We got hot. We won 3 in a row. I think we're
go.
on the right side now. But outside of that, I mean, a lot of teams were in position like 3 weeks ago, knowing if we could just pull it together down the stretch. And seemingly every single team is just stacking up losses.
So like Auburn
It's crazy.
collapsed. I know they won yesterday, but like they collapsed pretty
Indiana
much.
collapsed.
Indiana completely
Texas
collapsed.
is collapsing. It's just like they don't really need to win all their games. Just like don't lose them all, and they're all just seemingly losing every single game. Auburn. It would be kind of funny if Auburn. I don't want Auburn in at all.
Oh, if
but
they won the SEC tournament?
I want Auburn to like really feel like they're going to be in and then not get in. That's what I want. I want Auburn to win enough games in the SEC tournament to be like,
Yeah.
I think we've done enough.
To have the camera on the student section
Yeah,
when they
yes.
announce
I want them to have a
bracket.
watch party. I want them to have like a
If they win today against Tennessee, which I hope doesn't happen, but they're desperate. If they go out and win, with the way the other teams have performed on the bubble, they're going to be in.
Yeah. And I think people out there might want Auburn versus Miami of Ohio in Dayton just because of the Bruce Pearl versus Miami thing.
I want that game.
You don't
I
want that game.
Yes, I do.
Auburn will win by a
Auburn would
lot.
smoke them.
I don't want that
Why?
because I don't like Bruce Pearl at all.
Bruce Pearl's not the coach.
Huh?
Bruce Pearl's not the coach.
He's the one leading the fight.
gotta love
the fight. The whole
Stephen
reason
Pearl.
is
Stephen
Auburn versus
We
Miami of
deserve
Ohio.
that game just for all these people.
We
who
don't
are like,
deserve.
we
There's
have to
people that
have them
want
in.
the Pearl family to not succeed. I don't want that game at all.
What's that
Jerry
kind of dog
needs
that
to
has-
watch Miami of Ohio
Sean
play
Freeze?
Auburn.
What?
What
When's
kind
that?
of dog is that?
Well, it's not in the tournament.
Oh,
It's a poodle pug.
Poodle pug. Poodle pug.
Hey, Honorable Judge Jerry has put SMU, Texas, UCF, Miami of Ohio, Stanford, and Virginia Tech in the tournament. Carson,
All rise.
Bailiff Carson, I should say.
Proceeding the Honorable Judge Jerry.
thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, guys.
He's got the road walk. The road walk is crazy.
All right, guys, we got more Wake Up Barstool to close out hour one next. Don't go anywhere. Grab a coffee. Plenty more to come on today's show.
Hey, Max Homa got an eagle. We're getting
Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool, guys. Last segment of this hour. Great hour coming up. We got Fox College Basketball Analyst, great player in his own right, Casey Jacobsen. We got Alexi Lalas, fresh off being revealed.
High voltage.
Dude, he was high voltage.
He was high voltage the whole time.
I had no idea. Can't wait to talk to Lalas.
I thought it was either Tom Brady or Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought it might be Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be, yeah.
It turns out it was
Football player.
Alexi the entire time. Anyway, also PFT's got some beef that he's going to try to squash with Alexi.
I do have
It's
some
gonna be
beef.
good.
I've got some, but this is like long-standing beef going back to what
Decades.
I was
Longer
You're
than
wearing the
WBC.
Lawless right now, by the way.
I am, yeah,
That's
out
the
of
Lawless.
respect for this team. But I've got beef with Alexi Lalas that goes back to when I was 11.
Really?
Like long-standing beef
Wow.
with the man. So
Older than the WBC guys.
yeah, we're
This is
we're gonna get to the bottom of that.
All right, so let's talk a little.
download part of my take. Cool.
Yeah.
lad.
Well, so check it out. Part of my take, one of the preeminent sports, but really like NFL podcasts, PFT, free agency, dude.
Wow.
It's been going off.
Nothing free about it. Dude.
Oh,
Have you seen
geez.
these paychecks?
Pretty pricey.
Very like
I like that. It's going, Eric.
yeah, thanks.
PFT, what's as someone who has covered the NFL for so long, so in depth, what's your opinion of the Maxx Crosby drama?
The Maxx Crosby drama is hilarious. I think that chaos is good. I love this storyline. It certainly looks like the Ravens did some funny business. Like, everybody knew that Maxx Crosby was injured.
Yeah.
Everyone knew that. We know that the reason that Maxx Crosby stopped playing for the Raiders was because the team wanted to shut him down due to his injury and also so they could lose games. And then Max disagreed with that. That's the entire reason why he was on the trading block. He had public surgery about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And it was revealed that it was a meniscus repair, which is the more serious one. So everybody knew that Maxx Crosby was injured. The Ravens knew that he was injured. They knew he just had surgery. They brought him in. The doctors looked at him. The doctors for the Ravens have famously failed people's physicals before.
Yes, a lot.
Because guess what? If you're a football player, I'm pretty sure they can figure out an excuse to fail you on your physical.
Yeah.
They can find an injury.
It's a wide latitude to play with. You can justify anything.
Right. So they saw his knee, and then I think what happened is the front office was negotiated with Hendrickson, and the front office thought to themselves, well, we could get Hendrickson and not have to give up these draft picks, and he's already agreed to the contract. That physical might not look so great right now. We can just send him back. And it was available. It's within their rights to do so. It's within the rules of the collective bargaining agreement and the NFL. They have this in place for a reason, that if a guy shows up and you're not told that he's hurt, you find that he's hurt, you can void the trade.
Yeah.
It seems to me like they took advantage of that, sent him back, and now it looks like the Raiders are going to keep Maxx Crosby.
Which is
Now,
actually kind of good because they just signed all those other players like they could be good.
I think, a lot of people are saying like maybe now's the time to try to get in on the Maxx Crosby business.
Yeah.
You can now offer maybe less than what the Ravens offered. I think it's the opposite, T-Bob. I think the price just went up for Maxx Crosby.
Really?
Because I think Maxx Crosby is so mad and so pissed off at what
he's
happened
uber
with
motivated.
the Ravens. Yeah. If you're the Raiders and you're a good salesman, which Mark Davis is and Tom Brady is, you can say, like, you have never seen a Maxx Crosby as motivated as you will be getting. Price just went up. It's 3 number 1 picks.
So we have a lot more NFL talk to get to. Indiana Jones getting paid. I still want to get Jer's thoughts on what the Steelers have done so far. But first, coming up next, Fox Sports college basketball analyst Casey Jacobsen going to join the show. Again, we got Alexi Lalas coming up. We got a lot to get to in hour number 2. Don't go anywhere. There it is. Barstool Sports Chicago HQ. How beautiful. More Wake Up Barstool on the other side. With Hamp. Welcome back, Wake Up Barstool, hour number 2. We got Casey Jacobsen coming up here in a minute as we are efforting to get in touch with him, though, guys. Let's dive back into the NFL. I don't know.
Is Casey okay?
I don't know. I mean,
Find Casey.
I guess like right now we don't actually know.
Yeah.
But I hope so. I hope this doesn't take a dark turn. No. Anyway, the point is, in NFL news.
Riggs turned out okay.
Riggs did turn out okay. Yeah. And then he came on the show yesterday. It was great.
Yeah.
So back to the NFL, though. We talked about Maxx Crosby. I want to talk a little bit about Daniel Jones really quick. Y'all know me. I was a big Indiana Jones guy. He ends up getting, let me get the exact numbers here so I don't
think
misspeak.
It's 2 years.
2 years, $88 million.
Yeah.
2 years, $88 million, 50 guaranteed, 60 guaranteed for injury. Here's my take. This feels like a bit of an overpay where Sam Darnold, coming off of 14-3 in Minnesota and a better statistical season, got $30 million a year. Mm-hmm. And now Jones, who admittedly was 8-2, but fractured his fibula, tore his Achilles, is now getting $40 million. But I think in like a roundabout way, he's getting the $40 million because of what Sam Darnold did.
Right.
So it's like it's funny how this all interconnects in my mind.
Finding the next Sam Darnold can take on 2 different meanings. One, every team's looking for the next Sam Darnold now. But also, if you're a team that has a quarterback, you don't want your guy to become the next Sam Darnold when he goes somewhere else.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yes,
So now,
so he has leverage over the Colts because of that.
Now the Colts are like, we don't want this guy to turn into the next Sam Darnold and go somewhere else. Also, I feel like Achilles surgery, like we just kind of skip past that injury now. Like we're just giving out big contracts to dudes with Achilles. If you look back, like Aaron Rodgers, he's gotten paid pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, you just look at what Tatum is up to in Boston. Like our Achilles aren't that bad anymore.
Used to be a career ender.
Yeah.
Used to be like you'll never walk right again, maybe.
Right. So
now it's like a sprained ankle.
Yeah, Achilles as a career ender's on the hot seat.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It was
not
like
the injury it used to be.
GMs would look at a quarterback with an Achilles like a woman would look at a man who's in prison. Like, no chance of into this guy.
Speaking of that, I mean, ACLs are like nothing now.
Yeah,
I mean, ACL, you tear your ACL, you get back in the game.
Yeah,
you're out maybe a week.
Tape it up.
Tape
it up. Take some
ACLs used to be the same. ACL used to be you're out 12 months. Now it's like maybe a week.
It's kind of gone full circle in a way where like back in the 40s, it was like you got a torn ACL, who cares?
Yeah.
Like get back in the game, son.
All right, guys, I got great news. Casey's alive and well. He's okay.
Oh, yeah.
We got our guy, Casey Jacobsen, Fox Sports college basketball analyst. Again, a great player. All right, Casey, what's happening, man? Thank you so much for joining us today, dude.
Oh, it's good to be with you guys. Was there a rumor that I was dead?
No, like
we might have started one.
We accidentally started one, and then I became terrified that what if something did happen?
You started it. Nobody else started.
No, PFT started it.
I said I hope he's okay.
My theory, Casey, was you just saw the first hour of the show, and you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good on that. That's what I thought was going on.
All right, let's dive right in. I'm going to do this kind of as a continuation of a college basketball conversation we were just having, which is, of course, about the bubble. It's bubble time of the year. Is this one of the weaker bubbles that you can remember? Is this an outlier? Is this an argument against expansion? How do you interpret the shape of the bubble as it stands this year?
I think it's an outlier. Every now and then we have these years where this NCAA tournament is always a random results generator, right? It's one and done. And every now and then we have years like, to me, if you would ask me, hey, what do you remember most about this season? I would say it's the year of the freshmen. There are probably 15 to 20 freshmen that are incredible. That is so unusual. Even really talented freshmen come into college basketball and they don't really impact winning. Yeah, they might be able to produce highlights or occasionally help a team win a game, but not like be the star players and really be the driving forces for successful teams. This year is way different. And so I feel the same way kind of about the bubble. I think it's totally random. We have about 10 to 15 teams that are right there, and all of them, or about 99% of them, just keep losing week after week, game after game. Somebody is going to have to step up here and win a game or win 2 games in their tournament. But I wouldn't take anything from it long term. I just think it's totally random.
Yeah.
Casey, you mentioned this is the year of the freshmen. I completely agree with you. This freshman class is special. I think calling them the best freshman class in the history of the sport is a rational thing to say, honestly. But conventional wisdom has told us that freshmen can't be the best players on teams that win national championships. It has, of course, happened, but like in the one and done era, we're almost 20 years in. It's happened like twice, I think. Kentucky in 2012, Duke in 2015. But so many freshmen are so good across the country. Where's your head at with that as we're entering the tournament? Like, do you continue to believe that prevailing thought that like you're going to need some juniors, some seniors to be the leaders on these teams, or do you think this freshman class is so special that when April rolls around and there's a team cutting down the nets in Indy, you can picture it being a team that's led by one of these superstar freshmen?
Yeah, it's a great question. I can picture it. So you mentioned there's only been 2. I'd throw Carmelo Anthony with Syracuse in there. So maybe there's been 3. Interestingly, there's only been 1 team ever in college basketball history to win a national championship starting 3 freshmen. And one of the number 1 seeds starts 3 freshmen. That's the Arizona Wildcats. They start Braden Burries, Koa Pete, and Ivan Karchenkov. And while Arizona's been just so good and so dominant doing it their own way, they pound you in the paint. Arizona shoots amongst the fewest threes attempted per game of any good team I've ever seen. It's really incredible. Arizona is a team to me that is just fascinating because not only do they do that, but they start 3 freshmen. So can they win a national championship, their first since 1997? That'll be interesting. But yeah, I can absolutely envision Duke cutting down the nets. Now, Duke is down 2 starters right now. Caleb Foster is out. He's not going to play for the NCAA tournament with a foot issue. And Patrick Gongba, one of their best defensive centers, is not playing in the ACC tournament right now. We do anticipate that he will be playing in the NCAA tournament, but Duke's prospects or Duke's potential, maybe their ceiling, is not as high as it once was a week ago. So keep an eye on Duke. But I mean, they got the best player in all of college basketball in Cameron Boozer. He leads them in points, rebounds, steals, blocks, whatever. He mops up the floors after the game, and he does the laundry afterwards too. But there is a significant, to me, a significant gap between Duke, Michigan, Arizona, maybe throwing Florida in there, and then the rest of the country. And I would say, 2 of those teams are reliant on freshmen, Duke and Arizona. So yeah, when you ask me the question, can I envision a team winning the national championship being led by freshmen? I think 2 of the best teams in the country right now are being led by freshmen. That's a pretty incredible thing.
Mm-hmm. Big T?
No, Jared said he had one.
Casey, nice to meet you. Jersey Jerry, alumni from Miami, Ohio. We're 31-0. Me and my buddies were all super pumped, right? It's been a great year. You're talking about teams that keep on losing. One team that's not losing is us. And I've been getting a lot of hate from a couple friends, especially one on this show, that says we don't deserve to be here. His name is Big T. What are your thoughts on Miami, Ohio?
Jersey Jerry, you can call me California Casey if you want. This is really interesting. Miami of Ohio has been one of the best stories in college basketball, so I'm happy for you. I love stuff like this. This is what makes college basketball different than NBA basketball, for instance, right? I have always said that Miami of Ohio should not be ranked in the top 25. However, they absolutely should be included in this tournament, even if they lose in their MAC tournament.
Thank you, Casey.
It is incredibly difficult to go undefeated over 30 games, no matter what conference you play in, no matter who your opponent is. However, context does matter. Your schedule and your opponents do matter. And when I don't like to always talk about metrics because the audience who's listening to this, they get bored when they hear about net rankings.
Yeah, we're very dumb audience,
right? Like, yeah, their eyes just like glaze over. They're like, what, quad 1, quad 2. It's all silly, but it all does matter when we're trying to figure out who the best of the 365 teams in men's college basketball. We have to figure out a formula to decide who is best and who deserves to be in this really important and really massive tournament. And so the metrics do matter. And the fact that they have one of the worst, I think their schedule ranks 340th in the country. They have not played a single quad 1 opponent. And Travis Steele, their head coach, has come out many times and said, hey, we tried to schedule and no one wants to play us. I believe like 75% of that. Other teams in and around his league, in and around his level of play, shall we say, are scheduling those games. So I don't fully believe that. But yeah. So I'll just say their metrics do not warrant or do not justify them being ranked as a top 25 team, which they have been for, I believe, 3 weeks in a row now. I do my own personal rankings for Fox social media. I have not ranked the Red Hawks this year, but I've always been consistent on why that is. And the last thing I'll say is, like who's the 25th team in the country right now? Like, I don't know if it's I don't have the rankings in front of me, but if it's a team like
who's it in your ranking?
State or Wisconsin. Let's just say it's Wisconsin. Wisconsin's been in and out of the rankings for like the last month or so. If Wisconsin and Miami of Ohio were playing today on a neutral floor, how many points would Wisconsin be favored by? I'm going to say it's probably 8. I don't know. You guys probably know, but if that's how you if that's how you sincerely feel, then Miami of Ohio shouldn't be ranked, even though undefeated is a powerful word. It's very powerful. If you have to just set that word aside and just look at who they are as a basketball team, are they a top 25 team? No. But do we want to see them in the tournament? 100%, absolutely.
Love that. Love that.
And Jerry, obviously being the number 1 Miami of Ohio guy, what city it's in.
Yep.
And that would, because you went to school, and where would that be?
That would be in Miami.
There you go.
Yeah, of Ohio.
No.
Of Ohio. It's in Ohio.
It's in Ohio.
It is in Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for a Miami.
Okay, I'll say it hand up. It's not in Miami. I thought it was Miami of Ohio.
No.
It's in Oxford, Ohio.
But this doesn't
which
make
Jerry
any sense
obviously
now.
knows.
I forget a lot of things.
This doesn't make any sense.
I forget.
Casey, that was a very thoughtful, nuanced, excellent answer, and I thank you for that. Let's say some people are just diving into college basketball today, this weekend, conference tournaments going on, like it's in the air. What are the conference tournaments that you're most dialed into? Like, what's the average viewer lock in? Like, this is going to be the most fun one to watch.
Man, that's a tough question. I mean, the one that I'm here in New York City. I'm covering the Big East. The Big East has not been a good league, like top to bottom. It's been a weak Big East this year. There have been seasons where, Big East will get 9, 10 teams in. It only has 11 teams in it. But this year is not one of them. However, everyone here is kind of hoping to see a rematch between St. John's and UConn. UConn, even though UConn's ranked 10th in the country or in the top 10, they did not win the Big East regular season because they lost to Marquette, who's been just on the struggle bus all season long. So UConn loses at Marquette on Marquette's senior night, and as a result loses a piece of the championship to St. John's. So those two teams played twice, St. John's and UConn. The first time was at the Garden, and it was in one of the more entertaining games of the entire season. St. John's brought it. Zuby Ejiofor, Bryce Hopkins, Dylan Mitchell. They were everywhere, all over the floor. The Garden was electric, and St. John's got their only ranked win of the season, which is pretty crazy to say out loud, given how talented this UConn or the St. John's team is. And then the rematch happened just a few weeks later, and UConn beat the absolute dog poop out of the Johnnies. It wasn't close. It was over within 5 minutes. At one point, St. John's missed 24 shots in a row. In fact, they missed their last 24 of the game shots, which is like almost impossible. Everybody in this room you guys could go out and I think score at least one bucket. Jersey Jerry would get at least one bucket.
I get a
give
bucket.
him an open shot.
Shot.
You're right.
Is a bucket.
You're going to learn Monday.
Kind of concerning that St. John's big problem from last year not only didn't get addressed, but it got worse this year.
Yeah.
And then with UConn, I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to Dan Hurley yet. His brother was just let go from Arizona State. Side note, maybe the worst game of basketball I've ever seen from Arizona State yesterday.
That's horrible.
So Bobby Hurley got fired from Arizona State. Do you know, has there been any conversation with Dan Hurley to bring in Bobby as a consultant / special assistant, get the boys back together on the sidelines for the tournament?
I will. No, not to my knowledge, but right now. That is such a wonderful idea to envision Bobby sitting on the bench at UConn and Danny on one side of a referee, Bobby on the other, and then just barking. And it's almost like stereo.
Stereo Hurley.
Yes.
You don't know which one to reject.
And then Bobby Hurley Sr. behind the bench, just standing up and berate. I mean, just what a glorious. That would be super fun. So I'm rooting for that.
Yeah.
Bobby usually, I would think that Bobby's probably going to come at some point. Maybe not today, right? It's still pretty raw, but who knows? If he flies straight from, I think they were playing in Kansas City for the Big 12, and it's not a far flight to New York. They are basketball royalty, man. And we're going to be talking about them in our studio show today, just about the intensity that Dan Hurley coaches with. And whenever we talk about that, we talk about how they were brought up. This is a family that was brought up in fire, like in basketball fire.
Yeah.
They just, their blood runs hot all the time. But between their playing careers and their coaching careers and their dad is a legendary coach at the high school level in Jersey. Pretty incredible. So yeah, I'm rooting for all three Hurleys to be in the building in Madison Square Garden this week.
California Casey Jacobsen, 5-time Bundesliga champion, 2-time Finals MVP. Casey, cannot thank you enough. Have a great time in the call this week at the Big East Tournament, guys. Everybody go watch it. It's going to be fantastic. Thank you, Casey. You have an excellent day, my friend.
Thanks, guys. Go Red Hawks.
Thanks,
Let's go Red Hawks.
Red Hawks. Let's go.
Go Hawks.
Say love and honor, Jerry.
Love and honor.
Oxford.
He's a legend, by the way.
Yeah.
Stanford, when I was growing up, had one of the best programs in the country, and he was pretty much the reason why.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Unbelievable player. Doesn't talk about enough. Humble guy. If I was him, I would not shut up about how good I was.
Yeah. He had an incredible European career, too.
Yeah.
Just from like he dominated the German league. He has his number retired by the Bros Basketball.
Incredible basketball.
That's awesome. Getting your number retired.
Where does the Miami come from?
The natives.
I'm so confused. Let's talk about it during the break. All right, more Wake Up Barstool. It's Thursday Crew's chance for the NCAA tournament draft. On the other side.
It's the Miami.
Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool, guys. All right, Thursday Crew, lock in, because you're about to enter a competition that takes no prisoners.
What do we get?
This is our... Guys, we got to come up with a reward because every day we get asked and we haven't figured out what the actual contest is for yet. That's a priority for the Wake Up Barstool Post meeting today.
$1 million.
Yeah, let's just say $1 million.
Okay, $1 million.
$1 million.
Tournament draft.
Of Jersey Jerry's money. Okay, this is the NCAA tournament draft. So how this works is we've tiered teams into 4 tiers. You got to draft a team from each tier, and you're going to ride with our scoring system here to determine a winner against the other casts of Wake Up Barstool. Now, unfortunately, you're at Thursday, so y'all are getting the slops. Me, Kadik, and Dana will ultimately be slurping down all of the runoff tomorrow.
Yeah, leave nothing for the big boys.
You doing what? What are you doing? Slurping up the runoff?
Yeah, slurping up the runoff tomorrow. Big boys, we gotta eat. And we like to drink beers, which we're bringing beers back, guys. Don't forget about that. So here's tier 1.
I mean, we got to do ours.
Yeah, okay. So a lot of these decisions are going to kind of be made for you. But we do have our preeminent college basketball mind in Titus. And, I mean, Big T, you're right up there with anybody else in this company with basketball.
Above everybody else, but that's fine.
Okay, above everybody else. Yeah, hell yeah.
Except Mark. I grant Mark.
Well, Arizona, we're not going to.
No, that's not even close.
It's not even,
Okay, there we go. I'll just, Jared, calm down. I got it in my ear. Producer. Okay.
Wait, Monday Crew took Michigan.
Yeah, can you
Interesting.
imagine? Yeah.
I would have been fine taking Arizona second,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have taken Michigan first either.
Yeah. I think I agree with you.
All right,
I like
next.
Arizona a lot. Arizona's somehow like underrated after starting 23-0. All right, tier 2.
I think Houston got taken Monday, Michigan State Tuesday. Oh, it says right there.
There are 2 to talk about.
Can I chime in with my
There's
2?
2 to talk about. Yeah.
My 2 would be the 2 eyes.
Correct.
That's right.
Okay.
Those are the 2.
Okay.
And it's a matter of whether you like offense or defense more, I think. Although Iowa State's offense is pretty good offensively. They're pretty
I
good.
like Iowa State. I
think
just
Iowa
don't.
St- Yeah.
Illinois' been good the last few years, and they just can't get over the hump.
Illinois has a higher ceiling, I think, but Iowa State I trust more with consistency. I trust the idea of Iowa State stringing wins together more than
I think they have more options too.
Yeah.
Judge Jerry, how do you feel about it?
I like Illinois this year. I do. They can shoot the 3 really well.
Yeah.
What about, what's his name? Momcilovic?
Milan Momcilovic.
Momcilovic.
Fun name.
When he's hot, he's like
They call
the
him
hottest
Mommy.
shooter. Mommy?
I'm not kidding.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they call him Mommy.
Is that making the decision for you? Okay, final answer. Where are we going, team?
I like Iowa State.
I do too, but I don't want this to just be me. And
I
like if
agree.
you guys,
Iowa State.
If you took Illinois, I wouldn't be
All
mad
right,
about it.
Iowa State.
Okay.
All right, next up, tier 3.
Wow.
All right.
All right, so Alabama.
I think Carolina's out because Caleb Wilson's hurt.
Purdue's out.
Alabama's got
I think Purdue's
LeBaron.
out. Yeah.
LeBaron.
I would go
good
Bama.
player.
I agree.
I would go Bama, but I'll let
There
the
it
rest
is.
of the room
LeBaron.
chime in. You want to go LeBaron and Bama?
LeBaron.
All right, now you have a little latitude, guys. Tier 4 is any team that has not been named yet.
Oh, okay.
These teams are taken. We'll put up some list of odds so you can think about who you want to pick. But it's BYU, A&M, and
Okay.
Wisconsin off the board.
Okay.
I heard that
Titus.
Vandy's really good.
This is easy.
Who's left? I'm.
Arkansas wasn't on there.
Oh, Arkansas isn't on there. Is
No, Arkansas was taken. Arkansas's been taken.
What about Texas Tech?
Been taken.
They were on there.
Okay.
BYU's taken.
UCLA?
UCLA.
Mick.
I mean,
Yeah, well, you say that like I'm a crazy man. Mick Cronin's not bad in the tournament.
What do you? No, we're not taking UCLA.
See, what about Vanderbilt?
Tennessee.
Yeah, what about
I'd take Tennessee.
If you want to take Tennessee,
I believe in Tennessee more than you do. I'm not even
Okay.
kidding. That's not.
I mean,
I'm not even trying to make a joke.
I was
think
going to say
actually do
we're down
believe
to
in this.
Tennessee and St. John's are probably the 2 highest ones we got.
St. John's available? I don't think they are.
Are they?
St. John's not available.
Oh,
Let's
they're
take
taken.
Tennessee.
Okay.
All right, there it is. Tennessee.
We'll take Tennessee.
Go Vols.
That's officially Titus's pick, though.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Big T. That's what we call
I
it.
actually do.
Yeah.
I would, even if you weren't on the show, I would probably still take
Okay.
Tennessee.
VFL.
That's a good crew. Arizona, Iowa
do
State.
like
that
that.
might be the Final Four.
All right.
That honestly might be the Final Four, right?
We'll be tracking it all tournament long. See who the winner will be eventually. For $1 million. All right, coming up next, Alexi Lalas, high voltage himself. Can PFT and Alexi finally squash the beef? Next on Wake Up Barstool. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. Another day and another bucket list interview. As I have spent a lot of my life watching this man prognosticate on the state of U.S. soccer, and with a World Cup around the corner, who better to have on than High Voltage, a.k.a. Alexi Lalas. Alexi, thank you so much, man. I thank you. This is awesome. How are we feeling today?
I'm feeling good. You need to aim much higher when it comes to your guests, but I appreciate hanging out with you guys. I've been, watching the show, and it's you have lights.
Yeah, that's right.
Put that on the
You have
commercial.
lights. You
Yeah,
have
we gotta
lights,
bring
and
the red
audio
lights.
seems to be working.
Yeah, good quote card. I've been watching the show.
Wait, Alexi, so speaking of shows, though, you were just on The Masked Singer. You got revealed as High Voltage. It seems like a wild experience, top to bottom. I guess, look, the costuming, they look amazing. What is it actually like to wear one of those things?
So you sweat your balls off,
Yeah.
okay? And I did, and I was sweating all over the place. And this was when this first happened. I knew something was up when all of the tech guys and girls were just gathering around me from the moment that I started the fittings, because this was their moment, because there's so much literal electricity going through, and I got battery packs all over, obviously the audio and stuff like that. So, but in general, it was just a wonderful experience. Great people. Fun to sing, and they make you feel so comfortable and confident going out there. And so I had a blast playing High Voltage. Last night was the reveal, and just had a great shout out to my mom, who started me in music when I was really young and sent me down the 2 blocks to, rest in peace, Mrs. Van Heusen's piano lessons and that kind of stuff. And then I played in garage bands, and I've been doing music all my life. So this was right up my alley, and to kind of inhabit this character for this season was just a blast.
I'm curious about so when you get unmasked, I've always been curious about this as a guy who was participating in this competition. The judges none of them guessed you. None of them thought that you were underneath the mask. Are you rooting for them to guess you? Is part of it like you don't want them to guess, or because you said it like when you pop the mask off, you said last night you're like, I'm sorry, I'm not Tom Brady, everybody. So like as they are guessing wild guesses, are you like this is awesome that they have no idea it's me, or are you like, damn, you can't get one person to guess me?
Yeah, I'm not sure that they all even knew who I was, even at the reveal. To be fair, turnabout is fair play, because I didn't know who they were.
I love the reactions, though. The crowd shout like, "Oh my God, that's Alexi Lalas."
Exactly. Hey, listen, you don't know because it's a live show, but it's all in the edit, gentlemen. And
that guy loves you, Alexi.
Exactly. Look at that face. I mean, that guy's saying, "Holy cow!" Bucket list. Hey, speaking of bucket list. There it is. So, no, listen, this is an entertainment venture, and it entertains from top to bottom, both in terms of the actual performances. But, I love the fact that, you guys talk about sports all the time, and we have preconceived notions of, these characters and these personalities that we have. And so to use that mask for that anonymity and just have it be a voice, but also to be this character and all the different clues, and the clues that are designed to, yes, tell you a little bit about what's going on, but also at times to divert both the panel and the people watching. Yeah. And it's fun to hear, because I'm still in this thing and I'm listening to all the different people. You mentioned Tom Brady, and there was like, John Stamos and just John Travolta and all this crazy stuff. So it was Julian Edelman, and like it just went all over the map.
Yeah, Alexi. So you and I have a bit of a shared history. I'm not sure if you recognize my face, but we first crossed paths for the first time back in 1997, maybe 1996, and we got off.
We were
on the
alive
wrong
back
foot.
then.
We got off on the wrong foot, Alexi. We were in Northern Virginia. We're at George Mason University, where the U.S. men's national team was doing some sort of a training camp at that school. And myself and my brother were lucky enough to be temporary ball boys for the U.S. men's national team for a couple days as you guys were practicing. We were also just learning how to play guitar, and we knew that Alexi Lalas played guitar. And we asked you, Alexi, we got to get a new amp. Because the one we currently have, I think it was one of those Marshalls that you could clip onto your belt.
Oh, hell yeah.
We needed a real amplifier. We said, Alexi, what kind of amp should we get? And Alexi Lalas looked at us, he said, get a Crate. They're really good amps. I got a Crate amplifier, and this was the biggest piece of crap. You set me back like 5 years playing guitar just with how bad that amp was. And I've always held that against you, and I want you to know that. So I want to say it to your face, give you an opportunity to apologize to me and to America. And so the floor is yours, Alexi. What do you have to say for yourself?
So, any type of musician, it's very easy to blame the tools that you have. And certainly if, God rest his soul, Eddie Van Halen were to plug into this Crate, the aforementioned Crate amp, it would probably sound very, very differently. So I don't know your proficiency when it comes to guitar. I have a feeling, and I suspect that might have something to do with it, but I will grant you this and give you this grace. Yes, that's not the greatest amp, but I probably looked at you and your brother and sussed it out and said, this is probably the level, both in terms of the quality and maybe in terms of the ability to pay for it. So this was what I probably could have said, like a a bandit or something like that. But you know, I wasn't going to say, yeah, go get a Marshall Stack or something. So that's to defend me. But you know, I was also a very different person back in the 90s, literally on the outside and probably on the inside too. So I will give you this. I will apologize for my 90s self for steering you wrong when it came to your amplification.
That means a lot. That means a lot. I liked his apology too. It was like, I looked at you guys and I thought, well, you guys are probably poor and you suck. So this would be a good amp for the two of you. Yeah, to say nothing about our proficiency on the guitar, that's fine. Have you? By the way, side note, Alexi, have you ever played Freebird, the solo?
The solo? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, PFT's got Freebird on lock now.
Squash.
Check out Pump Punk. Very good band.
No, it is good to talk to you.
By the way, is that from back in 1995 or whatever it was, that shirt?
Oh, this is a refurbished unit that I purchased about, I think, 7 years ago. So it's not an original, but I did have an original back in the day. I was a big fan of the U.S. men's national team. The other beef I had with you was, why didn't you try to beat up Leonardo when he knocked out Tab Ramos? Like, you're the enforcer on that team, right? I feel like that's an Alexi Lalas take, where if somebody took out Christian Pulisic, you'd want the guys to go up there and try to kick that guy's ass, right? So I watched that and I was like, man, I wish you'd go in there and just crack some skulls.
Yeah, but then I get kicked out, and then I'm not around, and I understand what you're saying there. But look, you sport it well. You look wonderful there in the denim. By the way, they just came out with a 94 retro homage, if you will, Adidas for the denim there and stuff like that. And they make them in kid sizes too, so it's right up your alley.
It'll be perfect. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we were supposed to squash the beef. What's going on here?
Wow.
We were supposed to squash the beef.
This is good. This is good, Alexi. This is what U.S. soccer needs. Like, if you look at the way that sports are talked about in the United States, we have to have guys that are giant a-holes that we get mad at, like, and it's good for the ecosystem. And so thank you for being that guy for U.S. soccer.
I'm your man. I'm taking it for the team. I'm your hole. Okay.
No, man, I'm very excited about the World Cup. I've been looking forward to this for the last, since whenever they announced that it was going to be here in the United States. Very optimistic about the team. Interested to see what we do in our friendlies leading up to it. Although I do know that Polk is taking the word friendly out of the vernacular. We're not saying friendly anymore. There's no friendly matches. What are your expectations for the U.S. men's national team this year?
Okay, so biggest World Cup in history is upon us. We're 91 days out, 104 games, 48 teams. I don't think when this is all said and done, not only is it going to be the biggest World Cup, I think it's going to be the biggest cultural event in history. When it comes to your U.S. team, you should expect more, and I think that is fair for us to have higher expectations with this team and with this generation that has been given everything. We have a absolutely winnable group with Paraguay, Australia, and a team to be named later here in the next couple of weeks. We're going to find out, but regardless of who it is, we should win this group. Now that puts you into this new round of 32. Never happened at a World Cup, but you're going to be playing a team that you should beat. So now we win that one, and we're right back to the round of 16, which is where we always kind of have been, where we're playing a team that people think is better than us, and we kind of have to rise to the occasion and then get into the rarefied air of the quarterfinals. People forget, back in 2002 in the World Cup, we were a handball away from possibly going to a semifinal. So things can happen. Magic can happen. Guys, there's nothing better than a World Cup except for one thing, and that is a home World Cup. There is a magic to it. I am talking to you today because of what a home World Cup can do to an individual, but also I saw what it can do to a team and what it can do to a country and culture, and everything changed. And I'm not sure you guys were around. You keep saying that back in the 1900s and back in the previous century, but you look very, very young. But there is a generation that was molded and influenced by that summer of 1994. The same thing can happen here in 2026. Many, many years from now, when I'm long gone, and you guys are continuing doing what you're doing. Hopefully, there's a generation that looks back and says, "Man, that summer of 2026, that was awesome. That was kick-ass, both on and off the field, and the party that we saw was the likes of which we haven't seen before."
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that footage.
That was
incredible.
Look at Kobe.
Total vibe right there.
I still have my Kobe Jones jersey. All right, Alexi, give us if the U.S. is going to accomplish this dream, they're going to make their mark. They're going to inspire the next generation the same way that y'all did the last time it was on U.S. soil. What are the elements? Who are the players that have to be at their best to make it happen? And then if you want to expand it just to kind of breakout stars of the tournament as a whole, feel free.
So, obviously you mentioned Christian Pulisic, who I think is well on his way to becoming the best male American soccer player in history. Weston McKennie, I think, is going to and needs to have a big summer, and he's playing probably the best soccer of his career right now over at Juventus in Italy. We've always, for years, talked about goalkeeping when it comes to the U.S. men's national team. Matt Freese, right now, I think, is the starter, but he has yet to do it kind of on the biggest stage, and there's still some questions, and which is interesting because goalkeeping traditionally has been something that we have excelled at. I think if he starts this summer, he'll be the first Harvard man to be starting in a World Cup. So that'll be interesting, and he's got to make the big saves. And then you got some interesting younger players or less experienced players or lesser known players. Some players from MLS, Sebastian Berhalter, who plays up in Vancouver in Major League Soccer, Diego Luna, who plays in Salt Lake. But look, this is a platform. The kids nowadays call it their brand and everything. I didn't know what it was, but the way that you look, the way that you act, and most importantly, the way that you perform on this platform can change your life forever. And I think these players recognize this opportunity. Even players that are big and have made a lot of money and are famous for where they are playing. This is a whole new audience that comes into a tent. And I think the United States wants to celebrate the United States. We've seen it in multiple sports now. We just saw it with hockey. Even, the baseball that's going on right now. People want to celebrate what I feel is the greatest country in the world. And the best way to do it and the way that unites people the most is through sports. Oh, not for nothing, but it's happening on the 250th birthday, what I feel is the greatest country in the world.
Go.
So there's a lot in the offing this summer.
Big T.
Hell yeah.
Big T getting fired up, man.
Yeah.
Getting really fired up.
Alexi, talk to me about the rest of the world. I imagine at the top you have usual suspects: Brazil, Germany, France. They're probably still good, right? Are there countries that might surprise a casual soccer fan that are on the rise as we enter this World Cup? And then also alternatively, are there countries that we're used to seeing as a heavy hitter that are kind of going the other way?
Yeah, so if you want to win a little bit of money, like you said, there's France and Spain. I would put Argentina in that upper echelon, except guys there, look, with Messi in his new backyard, in his neighborhood, defending his World Cup. But the reality is that no team has won back-to-back World Cups since Brazil did it back in the late 50s and the early 60s. So it's very, very difficult, even for a great team like Argentina, to do it. But they would certainly be in that upper echelon, and you're not going to win a whole lot of money. Then you get into, your traditional types of teams that are always kind of going to be there. They're not necessarily the greatest version of these teams when you're talking about, your Brazils. And you mentioned Germany, not a great German team. I would also put, and this pains me to say this, but England. England. I mean, man, the problem is England's really, really good. But I'll tell you what, guys, I hate that. I cannot have England come to our shores on our 250th birthday and win the World Cup. Can you imagine? You think they're insufferable now? Can you imagine if they won a World Cup on our 250th birthday on our soil? And like I said, the problem is that they're really good. Portugal with the dynamic with Cristiano Ronaldo, this old guy, but he's obviously a legend. Arguably the GOAT going forward. Still hasn't won a World Cup. That's going to be really, really, really interesting. And then we have some of these teams here that aren't going to necessarily win the World Cup, but because of the expansion, we have teams like Cape Verde and Curacao and Uzbekistan. These are debutantes, never been to a World Cup. There's a lot of talk about what this World Cup is going to look like. With our makeup as a country, I think our unique makeup as a country, I think that's going to lend itself to some really, really wonderful scenes. The diaspora that we have here. There's obviously talk a lot right now of, the Iranian community and Iran, which is qualified for this World Cup. Iraq in the next couple of weeks could qualify for this World Cup. So, politics and geopolitical types of things are always going to be kind of part of the narrative, but ultimately it's about kicking the ball and it's about celebrating, in this case, our country, but also the sport that the world plays.
Yeah, I mean, betting on England in the World Cup, you could make a lot of money fading that. It feels like it could be a bad situation though if England beat us on our 250th. It's coming home. They just talk about retaking the colonies.
They can't be coming home. Dude.
That would be
Colombia. Don't sleep on Colombia. Really, really good team. I think that South American teams, in particular in the United States in a World Cup, are going to do really, really well.
But Italy's bad, right? They haven't even qualified yet.
Haven't qualified for the last 2 World Cups, and we'll find out here in the next couple of weeks. So they're going to have to go to the playoff route. The interesting thing is, if Italy qualify, they actually go into the group with our friends to the North, Canada, who are also hosting, and obviously our friends to the South, Mexico, which are hosting. They will go into Canada's group, and the first game of the World Cup will be Canada-Mexico up in Toronto. So, careful what you wish for if you're Canada.
Well, when it comes to the United States expectations, I know that a lot of people don't look at us as a team that can win the World Cup, but I think first to get to that place, you have to have guys on the team that are crazy enough to believe that we actually can do it. And I'm curious to know, the guys on the team better than I do. Who are the crazy guys on the team? Like, who we need some of the guys that aren't afraid of what they don't know. Some guys that aren't afraid to truly believe and be a little bit nuts, a little bit on the edge. Do we have any guys like that?
I think Weston McKennie, he is a character both on and off the field, and you have to kind of deal with that if you're a coaching staff and if you're even a teammate. But I love the unpredictability of Weston McKennie. The attitude that you're talking about, there was a time where either I said it as a player or when I'm saying it, when I'm talking about it on Fox, where people would criticize you and say, well, you're just, you're being a homer, or you're just gaslighting, or you're not being truthful to the audience. The reality is that everybody says something is impossible until somebody actually does it. But you have to believe that you can do it. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's because, I grew up, watching the 1980 Olympic hockey team, or I grew up, and maybe it's just being American and, looking at things in a different way. I do think that being a home World Cup, there is going to be some magic if they are able to harness it. And you talk about winning money, you'll win a lot of money if you were to put it on the United States. Would it be crazy? Yeah. Look, the reality is only 8 countries in history have ever won the World Cup, and so there is, like you said, a usual suspects type of group, and the U.S. is outside of that, but not completely outside of that. And so things can happen if you believe. But if they don't believe it, then it's a problem. You mentioned Mauricio Pochettino, who is the new coach of the U.S. men's national team. I think that there is a Argentinian ruthlessness that he has instilled. He does not suffer fools. He doesn't care where you play, who you're dating, how much money you've made. He, in the most traditional sense of Herb Brooks, believes that it's not about the best players, it's about the best collection of players. And I think he has instilled that from the start. But most importantly, he's instilled a belief that you can do things that haven't been seen and done before.
Ooh, wind me up, Alexi.
Good answer.
Let's freaking go.
We also would have accepted Joe Scally as an answer there, the nephew of our security guard, Mike.
Alexi, real quick here. Were you sponsored by Crate Speakers?
No. I wish I was sponsored by anybody.
Okay. I just want to clear there. Hey, Alexi, I cannot thank you enough, man. This was awesome. We got to have you back on. I know you're crazy busy. Thank you for the time this morning, my friend.
We win the World Cup.
I will. Next time I'm on, I'm going to come on live. I'm going to come on live, and I'm going to bring a Crate speaker, all right? Because I feel like they've taken strays the entire morning.
Well, we win the World Cup. We'll play Freebird together on stage. How about that?
Beautiful. I love it. Thanks, guys.
See you, Alexi.
Alexi Lalas, Fox soccer analyst, legend, player, legend. Ask what? What's up? Who says that?
Big T said
Patriot.
Oh, the Patriot.
You were listing his credentials.
Noted Patriot.
He simultaneously got me fired up for the World Cup, but also terrified of the idea of England winning it.
Yeah.
The dismount of.
Don't worry about that. You don't have to be afraid.
That got me fired up. Well, Ask What coming up next. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool.
Can I just say what we just talked about?
Naming conventions mean nothing. Miami of Ohio's in Oxford.
T-Bob.
Kansas City.
By the way, it is the Miami people. I looked it up. It's
there you go.
Miami, the natives.
Shout out the natives.
T-Bob did not know that there was Kansas City, Missouri.
No. I thought it was in Kansas.
For the moment in T-Bob's life as a, what are you, 34?
37. Thank you, though.
Yeah. 37-year-old man found out Kansas City is in Missouri.
There is a Kansas City in Kansas, but the Kansas City.
I thought about telling him that. You can't tell him
Wait, there's a Kansas City in Kansas as well.
He can't handle that.
But the Chiefs are in Missouri.
For now.
Yeah, but they're moving to
But
Kansas.
they're moving to Kansas.
Okay, guys. I mean, guys. You,
He also said
Jerry,
it's pretty
Jerry, are they
straightforward.
messing with me?
It's pretty straightforward.
You agree? I mean,
I agree with you.
yeah, thank you. This is crazy.
It's a pretty straightforward. Miami's in Ohio. There's an Indiana University in Pennsylvania.
Wait till we get to like Paris, Texas.
Somewhere along the line, I thought that like St. Louis and Kansas City were on opposite sides of the river, and St. Louis is in Missouri, and Kansas City was in Kansas. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
So you thought St. Louis was on the border of Kansas?
I don't know what border is what border. I don't know.
And there's no river over there. The river is on
I don't know.
the eastern
And that's just what was in my brain.
Do you know what river we're even talking about?
The St. Louis River.
Okay.
The Missouri River.
All right.
Missouri River.
Nope.
Missouri River.
Nope.
Mississippi.
We got to do something about it.
All right, ask Wub.
We got to do something.
Ask Wub with PFT and Alexi Lalas seemingly squashing their beef. I don't know that they did.
They like accelerated, but then it kind of got squashed.
Yeah. How do you feel about you? You kind of challenged him with the enforcer question.
Oh yeah, because that is Alexi Lalas' take for him to be like,
You're right.
You got to go help your quarterback up. Like Alexi, that's red meat for him.
Yeah.
So when I was just honestly thinking back to it, I was like, why didn't you go in and just beat the crap out of Lee?
No, it was a good take, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, is there anyone else who has a beef they want squashed? Anybody?
I want to squash my beef with Chef Donnie, but it's just impossible.
No.
Why is it impossible?
Because every time I try to like give him a hug, not literally,
He's
but
just too.
he thinks I'm suffocating him when I hug him. So I would love to squash the beef, but
What about Bruce Pearl?
no.
Okay. Jerry, Saudis?
No.
No desire.
Sure.
Big T, I know you got a lot of beef. Anybody you want to?
No, I do my best to not harbor beefs. Therefore, the ones I do have are really entrenched, and there's no chance of squashing.
Okay, hell
I
yeah.
had a beef with Florida basketball that I squashed last year when they won it. I like the Florida team. But Florida cheated in 2007 and brought back 5 starters from a national championship team in 2006. They all, at a time when you couldn't pay players, all of them decided to turn down NBA riches and come back for another year. And
They love the program.
And then they beat us in the national championship, and I had beef, but
They
it's
love
over
Billy
now.
Donovan.
It's
Don't
over
worry.
now.
I'll hate Alabama forever. I'll never squash that. PFT, are you scared of the Canadian baseball team primetime takes?
I'm not scared of anybody. No. The Canadian baseball team certainly not. I don't know who's on the team.
Sorry.
Who's on
Joey
the team?
Votto?
They have
Joey Votto on the team?
Tyler O'Neill.
Okay.
They've got
Are these actual Canadians or these American Canadians?
Tyler O'Neill's Canadian. They have the Nailers.
Okay. Oh, the Nailers are good.
Not worried. Joey
Al
Votto's
Quantrill.
Matt Stairs?
I don't think so. I think he's like
is
55.
he too old?
Yeah.
Not scared, but I do respect the Naylor family. How about that?
There you go.
Okay.
Respect to the Nailers.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Y'all heard the original. Cracks Mosby. Why don't we recruit people from other countries to help us win a World Cup like France?
Great question. I've been saying that we should get.
Do we have any
We do.
territories? Do we have any talent-rich territories?
Well, like Balogun is English.
Yeah.
I think he was born in New York, but he lived his whole life in England.
Right. We have a lot of players that are born in America, but then they like start to play overseas and they realize that it's really good. You can make a lot of money, so they just kind of stay overseas.
Yeah.
We're getting better at keeping those guys home.
Don't we have like if you're born in like a military base too?
Right.
Like got a lot of.
Well, that's
kids
just
who grew up in
American.
Germany. No, I know, but like that we take advantage of that.
Yeah. I've been saying that we should get our coach, who's Argentinian, to convince Messi to become American.
Wondering.
Yeah.
Wondering from Jimmy Harris, why does Jersey Jerry call layer people by their government name, but goes by a nickname?
What does layer mean?
I think it was supposed to be other. It might have been a text-to-speech situation.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay, why did Jersey Jerry call other people by their government name? Oh, like Eric.
Maybe Eric.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I don't know. I just always called him Eric.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a good answer.
He said I'm allowed.
That's a great answer. All right, guys. Friday, wake up Barstool tomorrow.
Bye,
Thanks. Have a
Mom.
great day.
Love you, Mom.